Rio Tinto, a pretty name for one of Spain's most polluted rivers. The waterway is located in the southwest, a region with a long history of mining activity. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Not so much. It's been a pretty soggy 10 days across parts of southern BC. This was back on Friday. That little guy is so adorable. Really cute. He didn't have an umbrella. He was being smart about it. Glad you could join us. I'm meteorologist Nicole Karkic. We do have wind warnings in place, power outages across Vancouver Island. Last check for BC Hydro, Port Alberni alone, at least 400 customers without power. I think those numbers are going to start to go up as these winds continue. East Vancouver Island, and under that wind warning, we've got Metro Vancouver as well. The warning suggests wind gusts between 70 to 80 kilometers an hour. One of our meteorologists, Tyler, just told me too that through the Georgia Strait, we have seen wind gusts at about 70 kilometers an hour in the open waters. So it is gusty out there. Rainfall warnings in place include Squamish, Whistler as well recently added. This will bring about 60 millimeters through to tomorrow. We've got some heavier amounts as we look down towards Vancouver, Abbotsford as well. Abbotsford likely about 75 millimeters of rain. The airport for Vancouver 55, but downtown Vancouver between 60 to 85 millimeters of rain. If you're going to be on the east end of Vancouver, you're going to see closer to 85, but if you're on the west end, closer to 65. So it really just depends on location, as it always does. Tofino, quite a bit of rain, plus a few thunderstorms moving across the island. Tofino towards the Sunshine Coast, actually some lightning strikes at this point, so a little bit of a light show out there. And a zoomed in look here through to Wednesday, how much rain we're going to get. Victoria 20 to 50 millimeters, and that's just to Wednesday night because for the weekend a new storm does approach. As far as the Prairie provinces go, we'll talk about your story coming up in a moment, but we'd love to see your photos and videos. Thanks for joining us. Our active weather watch continues. We're focused first on you in BC. We do have a low pressure system that continues to move across the island. We're seeing the strongest winds beginning overnight tonight, so after midnight for Vancouver Island as well as the lower mainland. And we've already had hundreds of people in the dark across Vancouver Island and even portions of Surrey tonight because of those winds. And this is the rain, and the dark is blue, seeing the most intense rainfall. That continues for Thursday, and then we start to see a break on Friday, followed by a new system moving in for the weekend. So not much of a break at all over the next couple of days. And over the past 10 days in BC, you've had quite a lot of rain already. Take a look at the wind warning. East Vancouver Island, Metro Vancouver, gusts between 70 to 80 kilometers an hour. On Vancouver Island, the north tip has already seen wind gusts close to 100 kilometers an hour. So just indicative of what's to come. Now this is the rainfall through to Wednesday night, 80 to 120 millimeters, anywhere marked in red. That does include Vancouver over towards Abbotsford, likely closer to 75 millimeters. Downtown Vancouver between 65 to 80 millimeters of rain. If you're in the east end of Vancouver, it's going to be closer to that 80 millimeter mark. So you can send us your photos and videos during this storm if it's safe to do so. We've seen some lightning strikes out there, so do be safe. I'm at Nicole Karkic on Twitter. We've got at Weather Network. We're on Facebook as well. And remember, BC Storm is the hashtag. That's where you can find a lot of people talking about this storm. And I saw one person tweeting about the lightning strikes being very vicious in Tofino. They said they saw a lightning strike hit a tree, but then on the other side someone said, I hope that the power goes out at work because then I won't have to be there. So it's all about perspective. Overnight, Vancouver 12 degrees, Nanaimo 12, and for the Wednesday morning we're going to be 11 degrees in Vancouver. Victoria will be 12, Abbotsford 12 as well. Fairly seasonal temperatures by the afternoon. It's just going to be overcast and dreary with just persistent rain showers. Overnight, Fort St. John 3 degrees. As we look to Prince Rupert, Wednesday morning, some peaks of sun, a little bit drier towards the north. Prince George will be 7 and Fort St. John looking at 4 degrees. Towards the Prairie provinces, a few scattered showers, Saskatoon and Regina. Well, coming up, Jacqueline Whittle and Mark Robinson will...
For a couple hours spin.
And Mike Arsenault was in Burlington. It was man versus nature.
Well, I'll trade the sweater for a jacket, Emily. I'm going to put a hat on as well to protect the hair because we're looking at a bad hair day.
Yeah, that's certainly going to have to be some hat. Make sure you join us again tomorrow morning, 5:30 to 9.